Now, ladies and gentlemen, there was a few stories that came across the headlines that caught my eye, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw two of my Abraham Lincoln pennies in there on this old thing. The one story that came across the board was about this old girl named Amber Balcean, and how she's the next Danica, but she just can't find anyone to give her some money to get her in a ride. Now, this kind of contradicts my Natalie Decker video where I was talking about it's who you know more so than how much money you have. And this story kind of proves that it's just about how much money you have. Because Amber Balcean is buddy-buddy with the Bushes and she is all pretty and all that. Now, at first I was feeling kind of sympathetic for Amber Balcean, but then one thing came across the board. Quote, "When you line me up beside 20 other drivers, you're gonna notice me, because I'm the one with long hair and lipstick on. And as a sponsor, you need someone that stands out, someone that's different, someone that's going to provide that exposure and value that you need, rather than just being another white guy from Texas." Well, first of all, everybody knows that you're a woman. I mean, you go on your social medias and your brigades and pretty much tell everyone how you're this great female dirt track race. But the last thing you might want to do is discredit all these other people who may not have a lot of money to be able to have the opportunities that you have. You have most of your opportunities because you're closer to the second coming of Megan Fox and the second coming of Danica Patrick. As far as talent on dirt goes, you ain't even half as talented as somebody like a Harley White. Heck, when you tried to run the Chili Bowl, you couldn't even make it out of the C main on your qualifying night, and then on the final night, you were at the back, couldn't even finish the J main. I mean, come on now, instead of crediting your gender as to why you should be getting all these opportunities, how about we talk about your skill a little bit? Which may be the whole damn reason that your skill doesn't match your looks, and that's why you're not getting the rides that you may want or the sponsorships that you may want. What you need to understand, Mrs. Balcean, is that we're all in the same damn boat. And you know what? Apparently, Mrs. Balcean, you're using your platform to be a positive influence. Well, why don't you go ahead and be a positive influence for something that you're good at? Be a positive influence about fitness. Why don't you go ahead and be a positive influence about the benefits of interracial relationships? I kind of felt bad for you just a little bit, and you are a really great example on how it is nothing but money over there in stock car racing. But from a fan of dirt track racing, you might want to be able to back up the shit that you're talking. Because right now, I know about 90% of the dirt track racing world can wax your ass up and down the racetrack, and they could be black, brown, yellow, female, male. And if you might be asking yourself why you're getting this type of attitude, I know some white men who bust their ass from Texas that make A-mains in dirt cars at big events. And before you kick them down to prop your ass up onto a pedestal, I know that you're from Canada and you may have not got the American motherfucking memo. Don't mess with Texas. But all I want to know is how you're doing that second coming of Megan Fox look. Is it like that? And that's where we tie into this LeBron James topic. You know, LeBron James came on out and talked about how these NFL owners are basically a bunch of rich old white men and treat the players as, you know, slaves. They got this slave mentality of do what I tell you to. Boy, get out there in the field and put in the work that I pay you to do. Well, LeBron James, I ask you this. Have you ever heard of a damn boss? Have you ever heard of opportunity? You know, you over there in basketball, you have a high school and a college, and you're able to get where you are because you were allotted the opportunity to display the talent that you have to be able to go out there and play a game for a living. When the majority of America, who are black, white, Hispanic, male, female, they have to listen to a boss, and they're doing things that they don't even want to do. You know, in one way, what you said actually applies to the rest of the world, because a lot of these people out here in the regular world, they're going to a 9-to-5 job doing something that they don't want to do, and they're getting paid in money. When you want to get somebody to do something that they don't want to do, you give them the whip. And now, the modern evolution of the whip is the dollar motherfucking bill. And if you need an example on how it's not about your race or gender, on how you're treated in this damn world, look at the racing world for a great damn example. It's 95% white and male, and everyone's treated differently based on how much money they have. The same structure that people bitch about in the regular world that they're saying is based on race and gender is in existence in the racing world, and it has nothing to do with race or gender. The racing world is the greatest damn example to what actually occurs in the world, and that is a structure based on how much money you have. We're all damn slaves and peasants to the masters of the world. But these bad masters out there, or bosses as you might want to really call them, their greatest thing to do is to tell everyone that, hey, it's not me, It's the white guy over there. That way everyone living in the life that we are given by the horrible bad guy, we're down here blaming someone across the street instead of someone on top of the fucking mountain. It's a damn decoy, bro. White people and black people ain't the problem. All these hardworking men and women of America are not the problem. It's not these people down here rowing the fucking boat. It's the bad captains up top directing the ship.